Bayashi is one of the biggest food influencers out there, but not everyone is a fan, including one world-famous chef who publicly rebuked him for his controversial cooking techniques. Hiroaki Nakabayashi may not be a household name, but the 36-year-old man behind Bayashi TV has become one of the biggest food influencers, not just in Japan, but in the world. And it's not just more than 30 million subscribers on YouTube propelling him to stardom, he also ranks in the top 25 TikTokers by follower count, with over 55 million people following his channel. That's more TikTok followers than world-famous pop stars like Ariana Grande or Taylor Swift. Sure, lots of people enjoy mukbang, which are videos where you watch other people eat, but Bayashi's popularity is on another level. On TikTok, it's rare for his videos to get less than 1 million views. Many surpass 10 million, 20 million, or 30 million views, or much more. In fact, he has over 24 TikTok videos that have cracked the 100 million view mark. So how does he do it? While he occasionally participates in trends, most of his videos are unique content using his own specialized themes with minimal hashtags. In other words, he's a trend in and of himself. It seems like every other swipe of the internet is a McDonald's mukbang shot in the driver's seat of a car on someone's old phone. There's nothing wrong with this kind of quick content, but Bayashi clearly takes a different approach. Bayashi tends to make high-quality videos with meticulous production values, and by not chasing trends, his videos have an authenticity that many mukbang or ASMR channels lack.
This is ASMR. Shut the f*** up.
It's evident in his vlogs too. When Bayashi sets out to give us a slice of his life, he sets up shots like a documentarian with careful cinematography. Bayashi's devotion to quality is a breath of fresh air in the current fast content world we're living in. Though Bayashi had some experience in content production from his job as a fitness trainer, his cooking career is entirely self-taught, and he learned everything he knows about food the old-fashioned way. He looked it up on the internet. Yes, the internet not only gave Bayashi a home where he could express himself and make a living, but it also gave him the resources to make his dream a reality. While creating his brand, he researched both cooking and what kinds of cooking-related content would help grow his brand, taking inspiration from other chefs and food creators. As his channel and content have grown over the years, so have his skills and techniques in the kitchen. The production value and attention to detail shows in his content, but the quality of the food Bayashi is eating on his channel is pretty top-notch as well. With his success has come high-ticket food like Wagyu beef, but he also features some pretty amazing fruits and veggies. Bayashi frequently shows viewers how he sources ingredients like cucumbers, watermelon, and apples. In his early years of creating content, Bayashi worked part-time on his family's apple farm. In a vlog where he showed fans a day in his life, he walked viewers through his morning routine, waking up at 5 a.m. to arrive at his family's orchard at 6 a.m. Even as his career as an influencer has taken off, he still often features his family's farm and other agricultural scenes near his home. He shows himself preparing and eating fresh veggies, as well as exactly where these farm-fresh ingredients come from. One of the most obvious examples of the importance he places on fresh fruit and vegetables comes from a recent video where he tries a watermelon, just to say that it isn't fresh enough. He then shows drives to a farm where an elder is tending the watermelon patch. They then prepare a freshly picked watermelon, which yields a much better result than the original bland watermelon. Before he created his now massive YouTube channel and began his career as an influencer, Bayashi was a personal trainer. Interestingly enough, it was the end of this career that sparked the emergence of his online presence. The gym he trained at went bankrupt and closed down, spurring the need for income. He hasn't left fitness behind completely though. In one of his vlogs, the foodfluencer reveals that he works out in the afternoon around 3:30 p.m. in what appears to be his own modest home gym. Bayashi also visited One Piece Gym, an anime-themed gym in Japan, in 2023. He showed off his muscles, though it's not clear if he regularly frequents the place. But with the amount of cheese and fried food Bayashi makes and consumes, it's probably a good thing that he's so health-conscious. If you watch just a few of Bayashi's food-centric videos, it's easy to see some patterns emerge. The golden trio of ingredients that appears time and time again in his content seems to be made up of eggs, meat, and cheese. In an interview with Tasting Table, he said this base of ingredients is a product of his counting carbs diet. When the TikTok profile of a creator with over 50 million followers simply says, "I like cheese," it's probably a sign that a wild amount of cheese is about to grace your screen. Bayashi not only smothers some meals in it, but he's known to deep fry an impressive amount of cheese too.
You wanna try? Okay. No. One more.
Another signature to Bayashi's content is his use of raw egg yolk. He will often top a meal off with at least one egg yolk, much to the chagrin of some viewers. The videos that feature the raw yolks are typically full of comments begging the creator to stop using them. And as for the meat portion of Bayashi's golden trio, he uses a variety of beef and seafood in his videos. Not everyone is a fan of Bayashi's culinary habits, which is understandable. Meals consisting mostly of meat, fried cheese, and raw eggs don't sound super appetizing to a lot of people. Luckily, those people have somewhere to turn when they need to vent their frustrations: the internet. In particular, Bayashi is a regular target of mockery on Reddit, with his content often getting posted there for the amusement of haters who go at it like a piñata at a birthday party. Of course, some of Bayashi's content is controversial on purpose. Some of the views and follows he gets no doubt come from people hate-watching. While some of the dishes he posts look quite good, others are obvious gimmicks that seem almost designed to get viewers fired up. And it's definitely working. Raw ingredients are often used in Japanese cuisine, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that many of these are featured on Bayashi TV. But for many international viewers, Bayashi's use of things like raw egg yolk continues to be a talking point. It's important to note, though, that raw egg yolk is actually a normal component for many Japanese dishes. And not just egg yolk. Raw beef is often seen in Bayashi's content as well, and he isn't afraid to take massive bites out of the uncooked dishes he prepares. He doesn't eat everything raw, though. Sometimes Bayashi goes to the other extreme, as he also loves to deep fry everything from cheese to sandwiches and even whole sticks of butter. Influencers at Bayashi's level can expect to make some serious bank. YouTube CEO Neil Mohan revealed in a public letter that YouTube paid out over $70 billion through their partner program from 2020 to 2023. But it's not all about money for Bayashi. He's also been generous in making sure to use his platform to help his community. In one video, Bayashi cooks a large meal in an industrial-sized kitchen for some local schoolchildren, and he hasn't been shy about promoting farm-fresh eating. Besides his own family's farming endeavors, he has given shout-outs to other farms as well. He featured a cucumber farm in his home prefecture of Gunma, stating that farms are seeing a hike in production costs while not raising prices much to match. Just how much benefit these businesses have gotten from the Bayashi effect is unclear, but it's an admirable way to use his fame. Besides being a fitness trainer and a viral internet sensation, Bayashi can also include author on his list of accomplishments. After finding success online, Bayashi compiled his very own cookbook. In his interview with Tasting Table, Bayashi said the title of his cookbook, when translated to English, is "The Ultimate Meal That Makes You Hungry Even Though It's Extreme: Bayashi's Ultra Low Carb Recipes." We know the title is a mouthful, but so are the dishes within. You can expect the same kind of intense and over-the-top recipes that flow along your TikTok feed to be laid out in the cookbook. Unfortunately, Bayashi's cookbook is currently only in Japanese and available on the Japanese market, but hopefully that will change sooner rather than later, as Bayashi has stated that if the cookbook is successful enough, it may be published internationally as well. Like a lot of popular creators on YouTube and TikTok, Bayashi has collaborated with other internet personalities. He's crossed over with other popular Japanese creators, made easy because of their proximity and shared follower base. Bayashi has also been featured on other channels dedicated to food, such as that of Chef Nick DiGiovanni, and one of his biggest collaborations featured internet superstar Mr. Beast. The more Bayashi grows, the more he seems to show off these collaborations and relationships with other creators, and fans seem to dig it. So what's the next collaboration going to be? Well, whatever it is, it probably won't be with Gordon Ramsay. In a video reacting to Bayashi's take on nearly raw salmon, Ramsay had some harsh words for what he saw as a ridiculous recipe. The slight didn't seem to bother Bayashi though, as he responded in a video that seemed to indicate he was just happy to get noticed by the star.
Had to screw a salmon.